Hey guys, if you want to see how I slayed this look, then continue watching and I will see you guys in my next video. Hey guys, welcome back to my video. So I wanted to do something a little bit different today, not the usual. So I went and did like a burgundy kind of brow, and I knew I wanted to use like the same color for my eyeshadow, so I went in with my lipstick to create this brow look. So now I'm just going to shade in the lipstick on my brow, and you do it the same way that you would normally do if you was using like a pomade or a pencil. And like at the front, like there was like too much products at the front, so I had to go in and like blend it out once I shape out my brow. So now that I've done both brow, I'm just going to blend the front of it so that it's more faded, because we want it to be sort of like a natural brow, you know, so make sure you blend out the front of your brow to make it faded. So now I'm just going to go in with that same lipstick, and I'm going to use it like as a base because I wanted to stick with like the same colors. So I'm just going to use this as a base and then blend it out before I apply the eyeshadow on top of it. So once I've blended out that lipstick, I'm going to go in and I'm going to add like an eyeshadow which is like the exact same color as this lipstick. And then after I apply the eyeshadow, I'm going to go in and I'm going to make sure I blend out the edge of that eyeshadow because we want the edge to be like a soft blend. So I wanted my crease to be like a little bit darker, so I had to go in with like the black to make it a little bit darker. And remember, when you finish applying your colors, you want to make sure you go back over each color to intensify it. So normally when I do my cut crease, I like to carve out the shape that I want and then I wipe it off. But because I'm going to be adding like shimmer, I'm not going to be wiping it off because the color is not going to show under that shimmer that I'm going to be using. So now I'm just going to go and apply like the gold shimmer on top of my lid, and like I said before, you're not going to see like the burgundy showing under the shimmer, which is why I didn't wipe my base off. So I didn't really want to use like black eyeliner, so I went in and used like a pink, because you know pink goes with burgundy. So I went in with the Snazaroo paint to create this pink liner, and I was actually loving this pink liner. So now let's get into the foundation. So I normally have to mix like foundations to get like the right shade, and I normally tend to mix like the Sheen matte foundations together to get that perfect finish for me. But today I went in and I mixed like the Sheen hydrating foundation and the Sheen matte foundations together to get this finish. So now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to do my contour. So normally I used to use like a darker foundation stick for my contour, and I used to find that sometimes it wasn't dark enough, you know, for me. But since trying this shade in the Makeup Revolution foundation stick, I actually love this shade, because this shade it makes it basically like a bronzer for me. That's the type of look that it gives me, like, you know, that bronzy type of look without needing too much bronzer on my face. So this is actually lipstick that I'm using as my blush. and most of the times it's a little bit too red, so I always have to make sure I go back over it with like the beauty blender to sort of tone it down a bit, because that was like too red for me. So this next bit is the highlighting process. So under my eye, I tend to apply like a lighter base under my eye, but I went and mixed the concealer with the eyeshadow base, so it was pretty light, so I didn't really need to go in with any extra product under my eye to make it lighter, because I find that it was too light already. So now for the rest of my highlight, I'm going to go in with like a darker concealer, and I know the concealer is showing up like light on the video, but it's not actually that light on the video, which is why I tend to use the concealers like in those areas, because I don't want those areas to be too light. So everywhere where I applied the concealers, this is where I'm going to set, because you have to set those areas basically with setting powder, pressed powder, whatever you want to set it with. So I'm just going to go in with my setting powder and set it. So now everywhere where I apply the foundation stick, this is where I'm going to apply my bronzer, and I don't really want to go in with too much bronzer because the foundation stick was already giving me that bronze type of look. So I'm just going to set a little bit on my face. So now to set my jawline, I'm going to go in with the pressed powder, because I don't really like to use like the setting powder, because I feel like the setting powder can be too harsh sometimes, So I like to keep it a little bit natural, so I'll go in with my pressed powder. So we want the under eye to be a tiny little bit lighter, so I went in with more setting powder to highlight it a bit. So guys, as we approach the end of the video, make sure you subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about this look, and I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video.